I was busy. I was focused. I was full of energy like I always am, and I was going there where I had to go. Straight forward ahead, ready for my next meeting to get business done. You understand me? Done. All of a sudden, I noticed two kids playing outside of a motel. And in that moment, it changed my train of thought. Just for a moment, just 4 seconds. And then I went on about my way. And that happened time and time again. And one day I had the courage to knock on the woman's door of those kids living in the motel. And I asked her, "Hello, how are you?" Introduced myself and what have you. But I asked her, "What are you having for dinner today?" And let me tell you this. In the right hand was the onion. And in the left hand was the butter knife. The butter knife to cut the onion. And she said, "Right now, what I'm having for dinner is onion soup. I'm cutting this onion and I'm making my kids some onion soup." And you know what? She wasn't complaining. That was not the point, that she wasn't complaining. I just remembered that at this particular moment. She wasn't complaining. The point is, I would like to make is, I would never have known that family circumstance if I never asked the lady her name. If I never opened the door to communicate, and even when it didn't look like it was going to happen. Because who am I and who is she and why am I knocking on her door and what can I really do? You know, people always can help. Okay, yes, you can help me. Yeah, you young man, yes, how old are you? I think I was 22. At 23, I was the youngest expert in the entire State of the Union, but I think I was 22, and I was a community organizer at that time. And because she took a chance on me, and I had the courage and audacity to ask what was going on, everyone that had a child that lived in that particular motel area got a month's worth of food, completely free. I'm talking chicken, I'm talking bananas, I'm talking grease to cook the chicken, I'm talking flour, I'm talking bread, I'm talking the whole nine. I'm talking if it was for me and you, for you, not canned goods, not just this, not just peanut butter, but everything she needed for her kids to have a month's worth of food, completely free. Sorry about that. I'm a little under the weather, and I just had something to say at this particular time, and I just wanted to get it off my heart. Just wanted to say it now. Just had the flu. But you know what? Life goes on. I had to write a grant. I caught the flu. I was throwing up 7 different times. And I said, I can't be sick right now. Because this grant is going to write itself. And I still got 2 meetings. And no one can replace me right now. And I am on my way. And I can't miss a day. Period. And I wanted to make this point to everyone. The "do you know her name? Do you know her name?" point. Let me tell you this. There was this man I met who gets up consistently, people, for like the last 7 years, consistently, to go on jogs. Anywhere from 2 to 5 miles. Consistently. And you know what he told me? He said, "You know what, Courtney? I listened to your voicemail, and you know what? It really made me think all of a sudden, after all these years, we're talking like 4 or 5 years, after all these years, there's this kid who wears the exact same shirt every day, and I never once thought to ask him his name." Because that "do you know his name" poem, if you will, it's my voicemail on my phone. I try to keep it in front of people. There's administrators at the top level that represent people. Decisions go through them. Budgets go through them. Period. They choose to go to the moon, I would like to say. And they go to lunch at the exact same time. 2 o'clock. There's no meeting at 2 o'clock. There's nothing outside of their schedule and outside of the regimen of what they got going on. They go to lunch 2 o'clock. 2 administrators. They see a lady every single day because of the time, 2 o'clock, on the number 7 bus. She has 3 kids. She's on her way to school. And the 2 administrators and the lady and the 3 kids cross paths just like this. And they never once thought to ask each other's name or say hello or anything. They never met. And you know what's funny about that that particular situation? They can do so much for each other, because you think that those top administrators can help her so much and those kids, and and they can. Phone call, it's done. So many times, especially when people are really helping themselves. But a lot of times, in that field that they're in, I'm not going to say, but I know for a fact, because I know them, they can use the information. They can use the on-the-ground information from a woman that's gotten her GED, that's catching the bus, that knows the community in those different type of ways, and in her neighborhood, and get her opinion on some things, and see that this is an honest person that's not on drugs, that's not trying to hustle anything or hustle any type of person or anything like that. And you can tell that this is an honest person that's working hard, that's had a few setbacks in life, and it's not bringing her down. She's looking up, and she's getting up, and she's making her way. In the snow, on the bus, whatever it takes. If she has to get up an hour and a half early at 4 o'clock, if she has to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get her kids ready, to take them to daycare so she can go to school, so she can catch the number 4 bus to the number 7 bus to catch to the number 9 and get back and thumb rides or whatever she has to do, she's going to do it. And she's been doing it for some time now. So they can get very accurate and honest opinion and information from her. Because they don't know. They don't know what's going on the ground. They can only assume and hire different experts or people like me who are experts who are on the ground and get information that way. But it's always good to, get some things from the source. But that will never happen. This is the point I wanted to make. That will never happen. Getting the information, getting an exchange, getting a dialogue between each other will never happen like this. It will never happen because they don't know each other's name. They don't communicate. See, do you know her name? There are so many volunteers that do not understand the people they serve. The people and the kids that they're reaching out to and volunteering for, that they're spending time. I hear it so many times. Hundreds and hundreds of volunteers. I don't understand these kids. I don't understand their families. And you know what? You never will. And they're reading books about it. Some of them even have PhDs and different certificates and credentials. Try to understand, but there's some things in life you cannot understand by reading a book. You only understand so much. And after that point, it's done. There's nothing you can get. You have to get the information from the people. You got to walk in their shoes for not just a mile, but 100 miles. And then possibly you can understand. But you can understand a lot more if you would remember their name. Because you see, the point I want to get with that is the point I'm beginning with this entire illustration is people are walking by each other. People are volunteering, serving people. People represent people. People around certain people that can help them. That can help them understand, help them comprehend, that can bridge the gap, possibly even help them in their personal life in so many different ways, in their professional life in so many different ways, but it's not happening because they never once thought to ask each other their name. I want to leave you with this. One of the mentorship programs that I have, I like to show kids